All right, here we have to find the angle between 0 and 90 that makes square root of 2 over 2. Now there's kind of things. First off, I recognize a lot of these are going to be either 0 or 90, or 30, 60, 90s, or 45, 45, 90s. And if I see a square root of 2, I already know it's going to be a 45, 45, 90. I already know the answer is 45 just because I saw square root of 2. However, if you have the unit circle, you think about this here, cosine is the x value. So where is x, square root of 2, over here? Well, it only appears right there at that particular juncture, which is at the what? 45-degree answer. So the answer is 45 degrees. So, okay, so let's look at another one here. How do I do tangent where it's square root of 3 over 0 over 360? Well, first off, we need to remember that tangent is what? Sine over cosine. And sine is the letter y over the letter x. So I go look at my unit circle, and I think about this here. To be square root of 3, it's a ratio. I can always put anything over 1. Well, notice there's no like square root of 3's by themselves, but they all have a square root of 3, have a what with them? A 2 on the bottom. So what happens is, you really have this here. But what happens to these 2's? Now this only works as the denominator. They really kind of end up canceling out. But I need to know this y is the square root of 3 over 2 over the 1/2. That's the y, that's the x. That does occur at 60 degrees. Well, it makes it really nice because my only choice was 60 is B, but it does occur twice. And the other time it occurs is when this happens. Because what happens when I have a negative divided by negative? The answer is still a positive, and that occurs right here at 240, where the y is negative square root of 3 over 2, negative 1/2. So that's what my answer then would be the B, 60 degrees and 240. Right? This next one here. This one here is what value makes this equal negative square root of 2 over 2? Well, basically, sine is the letter y. So where is y? Negative square root of 2 over 2. Well, that occurs here and there. So the only place the y is that, which means it occurs at the 225 and 315. But look at my answers. None of those are here. They're all in what? Radians, 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 radians. So let's convert it to radians. Basically multiply it by pi over 180, or you may kind of have these memorized. Basically, 45 goes into that 5 times and that 4 times. Okay? Is 5 pi over 4 here? No. So let's try this one. 315 times over 180. Well, 45 will go into 315 7 times. Divided by 4. 7 pi over 4 is not here. Oh, hey, wait a minute. So let's try coterminal. Meaning, let's either add or subtract 2 pi. Well, see how my biggest number is 3 pi over 4. Let's minus 2 pi. Now I can minus 2 pi from this one, but I'm pretty sure my answer is not going to be A, B, or C because all my answers are in what? 4's. So let's minus the 2 pi from this one. But to do that, I have to have a common denominator. And 7 minus 8 does make negative pi over 4. Choice D. Choice D, or that particular one. All right. And then here we have find basically the tangent of 30 degrees. Well, remember, tangent is what? Sine over cosine. So what's the sine of 30? 1/2. Cosine of 30, square root of 3 over 2. Notice, basically, when you have this here, when you divide, you multiply by reciprocal, so it would have 1/2 times 2/3, 2 over square root of 3, which means the 2's would cancel. So I have 1 over square root of 3. But that answer's not there because we have to rationalize it. Remember our little shortcut? Will 3 go into 1 evenly? No, so just move it up and leave the 3 alone. And that makes the choice then what? E. Right there, choice E.